So whether you're a DIY bride, a craft enthusiast, or just looking to try something new, you don't want to miss this step-by-step guide to making your celebrations extra special. Hey, what's up? TROY, the maker, checking in. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this custom gold acrylic cake topper using CorelDRAW for my graphic software design and my trusty Glowforge laser machine for that magic touch. Let's get to it. Okay, so now we are in CorelDRAW. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go over here and select this text, this letter A. I'm gonna click somewhere in the box or whatever, and we're gonna go up here. The font that I'm gonna use is called Country Wedding. So we're gonna select Country Wedding. We're gonna spell Jordan, Jordan, and we're just gonna upsize it, make it bigger, just enough where we can see it. So the next thing we're gonna do, let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So the next thing we're gonna do while it's all selected, go up here to Object, and we're going to break Jordan apart. It's basically gonna break all of the letters apart, but the ORDAN is touching, so just go to the J and just scoot it over. I'm just pressing the arrow key until it's touching. So we're gonna select everything. We're gonna make it about around 6 inches. So we're gonna size it up until we see it get close to 6 inches. It's around 6 inches. So while it's all selected, we're gonna go up here to Object, and we're going to convert to curves. So we're gonna, after we convert it to curves, we're gonna go up here and we're gonna make it about 3 points, which is about that thick. Now we're gonna select it, and let's move it down a little bit like that. So now we're gonna do the Mr. and the Mrs. Same thing. Go over here to the text, select somewhere in the box, go up here, we're gonna use Times New Roman, and we're gonna spell Mr. all caps with the period and symbol, and Mrs. with the period. You wanna use correct punctuation. So let's make it about big enough, something like that. I'm gonna go up here, I want it to be a little taller. So we're gonna make it about 1.5 inches, something like that. So we're gonna select everything, go up here to Object, and we're going to convert to curves. And now we're gonna go up here and we're going to select this, and we're gonna make it about, let's try 3. Nope, let's go to about 4 points. So it's about 4 points. And you see everything is touching. So now we're gonna select everything, go up to the bitmap, convert to bitmap, black and white, okay. Now, once you convert it to a bitmap, we're gonna go up to the trace bitmap, outline trace, line art. It's gonna remove the background, do all that good stuff. Okay. While it's all still selected, go up here to ungroup. It's gonna ungroup. So if you see, it ungroup everything. Okay, so we're gonna select our Mr. and we're gonna go over here. We're gonna put it right on top of the J, like so. As you see, I like it to be touching at least 3 points. So what I mean is like touching somewhere at the ends and in the middle. The next thing we're gonna use, take the and symbol, and we're gonna put it somewhere over in here where it's touching at the bottom and on the side over there. All right, now let's select the Mrs. and we're gonna put it something like that, where it's touching like that. All right, cool. But as you see, this dot, it's like, you don't really want it like right there. So we're gonna select it and we're gonna move it over like that, where it's touching. Let's zoom in. So you wanna just double check and make sure everything is touching. It's touching all of the points. Okay, now let's make our little forks, our little sticks or whatever. So let's select everything and we're gonna move this up. All right, we're gonna go over here to the square and we're gonna draw us a nice little square. Let's make it about 7 tall. Yeah, around 7 and about 1.25 in width. Let's zoom in to the bottom because we wanna put that little crease, that little cut right there in the bottom. All right, how you do that is you select it. And as you can see, you got your 4 corners of this square box or whatever you want to call it, our stake. And you want to make sure that it's unlocked. This is locked, this is unlocked. Lock basically will change everything. You want to make sure that it's locked. And then you want to make sure that it's the corner one, or you can do it that way, or you can have it round. But we're going to use the sharp edge corner. So we're going to take the bottom left and the bottom right, and we're going to make it 0.1 on that side. And as you can see, it changed it, and then we're gonna make the other side 0.1 also. As you can see, you put your nice little stake on there. Let's select the Mr. and the Mrs. Jordan, everything, and we're gonna group it together. And then while this selected, we're gonna hold the shift button down, and we're gonna select our stake. And we're going to go up here to alignment, and we're gonna align it to the left. We're going to select this one. We're going to go up here to edit. We're going to copy. Then we're gonna go to edit, and we're going to paste. It basically made a duplicate of this stake right here. So next thing we're gonna do is go up here to this nudge. And remember I said this is about 6 inches. So we want it about evenly 2 inches and then another 2 inches. So it'd be 0, 2, 4, 6. All right, so we're gonna go up here to our nudge and we're gonna make it 2 inches. All right, so then we select one of the stakes and we just use the arrow key and it's gonna go over 2 inches. And we're gonna select it, press it over again, and that's 2 more inches. And then we're gonna take this one and we're gonna put it over at 2. So now it's basically in the center of the whole design. So next thing we're gonna do is zoom in, and you just wanna move your stakes down to somewhere like where it's touching. But you don't want it like in the center like that because it's gonna show up. So you want it about somewhere in there like that where it's out of the way. And we're gonna take the other one, we're gonna do the same thing. Let's just move it down somewhere inside of one of the spaces where, you know, it's not sticking up or it's not too low where it's not touching it out. So somewhere in there like that. That's how I like to do it. Okay, so let's go back over here, zoom out. So while the stakes is selected, if you want to make them longer, of course you can just, what I would do is, or shorter, you select both of them and you can select both of them and you can make it shorter, or you can make it longer or whatever like you want it. So if I'm looking at this, I probably want a little bit longer, something like that. It's all up to your preference, however you want to do it. So the stakes is selected. Let's select both of them. I'm gonna hold the shift and select both of them, and we're gonna change it to black also. And as you can see, it's coming together. Let's select everything, the stakes and all. Let's move it somewhere to the center, and we're going to let's group it together. So while it's grouped together, so you just select everything, go up here to bitmap, convert to bitmap, black and white, go up here to trace bitmap. While it's still selected, trace bitmap, outline trace, line art. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna remove the background from everywhere. And as you see right here, delete the original, and I press OK. So now everything is together. You go up here, let's put a hairline around it, and we're going to unfill it, just like so. And you also can change this hairline right here. Let's change it to red. So when we send it to the Glowforge, it'll know to cut it. So you just want to kind of go in and you want to just check everything. If you want to take away something, if you want to leave it in. I typically kind of leave a lot of the stuff in. I just make sure that it's cool. So just make sure that your letters and all look good all the way. So say you got something like this right here that you don't want in here. All right, you're like, I just don't like that. So you select it, go up here to object, and you want to break curve apart. It's gonna break curve apart. Then you can take that little piece like that, and you can just delete it. And then that's how you do the cake topper right there. Okay. Say you have a laser cutter, but you don't use CorelDRAW. Go to my Etsy shop, Trotter Maker, or click the link in the description, and you can purchase a custom digital file cake topper from me that I will make. All you gotta do is put what you want it to say, pick you a font, and guess what? I'll make it for you, send it to you digitally. All right, let's go over here and let's cut this cake topper out. as you can see, I still got the paper on here. So, because one thing about the mirror acrylic, it definitely leaves fingerprints. Like, it leaves heavy fingerprints. So, the best way that I have figured out how to take the masking paper off is to use some Gorilla Tape. But you want to be very careful when you're doing the Gorilla Tape. So what I try to do, I try to take off the whole piece all together, just like as if it was cut. So we're going to start up here at the top, and we're going to try and keep our hand from touching any parts of the acrylic. It's very hard to do, but you just take your time, you'll be able to do it. And I've been doing this a lot, so I try to go as much as I possibly can, and I try to just be very careful with it. And I just try to, you know, just be very patient with it, and you kind of can get the job done. Without touching any parts of the mirror acrylic. And you have it just like that. Mr. and Mrs. Jordan and acrylic. And then once you ship it or something like that, I try to ship it upside down. Like, I'll cut out like some draft board in this same shape, and I'll ship it upside down. So if you enjoy learning how to make this beautiful gold acrylic cake topper, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my new updates. Beautiful, just beautiful. Oh, I forgot. Got a question? Want to see more? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, let's go make something else.